If you ride a bicycle, this video is not for you. Now yes, this is a car vlog, and it's a car vlog mostly because today I need my vehicle. However, the rant will still go on. Today the topic is bicycles, and I gotta tell you guys, it is one of the few things that actually get me fuming. And why is this? What is it so bad? It's just a bicycle. Well, the problem is the bicycles are legally allowed to be on my road. And when I say my road, it means my space, my lane. They're allowed to be on it. Now I have to share the lane with a bicycle. Here's my issue with this, guys. The bicycles have zero, and I mean zero, insurances. If they scratch my car, I have to pay my deductible to actually get it done. Assuming, of course, I can prove it. Now, the thing with bicycles is it's a great thing to have. I myself have ridden bicycles, especially when I was young, a ton. But the thing about the bicycles is they're no longer allowed to be on the sidewalks, at least where we live. So they have to be on the road, the actual roadway. And this is absolutely ridiculous. When you get a bicycle out on the road, you have this little tiny thing with zero gear. I mean, let's be honest, the guys with bicycles wear literally no gear. These guys wear a helmet sometimes. Even though it's the law, I have personally, and I'm saying this on a personal level, I have never seen a police officer pull somebody over because they were not wearing a helmet on their bicycle. And I get, for me it's frustrating. Now the biggest problem with bicycles in my mind is when they're allowed to be on the roadway with me, and they are allowed to be riding their bicycles at half the pace that everyone else is going at. They're putting everybody at risk, literally. Not to mention the traffic jam these guys can cause. Then let's not even get into the whole aspect of these guys lane splitting. Now I ride a motorcycle. I'm not allowed to lane split. Bicycles go through cars, well, between cars, left, right, and center. It is one of the most aggravating thing in the world because they don't do it in an orderly fashion. They're doing it in the most annoying possible way. All you see is these guys come up, they stop, they pull out in front of you, they don't care. Now I put bicycles and taxis in the same category. Most of you guys by now know I'm not a big fan of taxi drivers. Taxi drivers, they seem to make their own rules, they seem to make their own laws. And once again, I rarely ever see the police pulling over a taxi for double parking, for holding up traffic, for any of those things. The thing about bicycles is they do the same thing. More often than not, what I see is, well, I pull up to an intersection, there's literally a bicycle right in front of me, first guy in line. He doesn't have enough decency to pull a little bit over to the right. Instead, he'll stay in the center of the road and just continue on at 20k an hour in a 50k zone, as an example. These are the same vehicles that have zero insurance. They are not required to have insurance on bicycles. I personally think it should be a necessity. Why are they allowed on a road? I am not allowed to bring my motorcycle, I am not allowed to bring my vehicle onto the road without insurance. Yet they are allowed to come onto the road without insurance. It doesn't make sense to me. It just blows my mind how somebody came up with that mentality. I am held responsible for any damage they cause. They go by me, they scratch my car, I have to pay for it. Well, my insurance will pay for it, but I gotta pay the deductible for it. One of the other key elements that aggravate me is a lot of people on the bicycles don't actually know the road rules. So I have run into a number of people both on the bike and in the car where they will literally have a little thing that they pull behind the bicycle full of junk or cans or whatever it may be, and they hold up traffic in ways that I can't even explain to you guys. Now the worst thing is when it's a single lane road. It's a single lane road and a bicycle will stay on that lane doing literally no speed at all and just holds up everybody. I think that this is it's ridiculous. There's just absolutely no reason to have them on the road. Now many cities decide to create bicycle lanes, and yes, although they are completely annoying because now you just took away a lane from the cars or the motorcycles, you decide to give these guys their own lanes. What bothers me is that if they have a lane dedicated to themselves, more often than not, I see them not using that lane. Instead, they're still sticking to my road. And this is bad, guys, because ultimately, once again, I have to go back to the same point. A bicycle has no insurance. They are not required to have insurance. So if I can't legally just walk on the road, I can't skateboard on the road, I can't rollerblade on the road, well, why the heck can I ride a bicycle on the road? It just doesn't make sense. When it comes to laws, when it comes to bylaws, municipal laws, federal laws, whatever it may be, some people have pretty much just lost their minds. They're not thinking about the safety of us. They're not thinking about the safety of the person riding the bicycle. It is just kind of up in the air. And the risk to drivers, motorcyclists, and it's pretty high, guys, because we are held responsible. Let's be honest, on a motorcycle or in a car, it's very, very easy to injure a bicyclist who has no clue what the rules are and will come out in front of you. Now, if you're on a motorcycle, it's even more dangerous because more often than not, you're gonna take a spill if you end up hitting a cyclist. And once again, I'd like to point this out. Bicycles are not required to have insurance. It's not even a possibility as far as I know. Now, why am I doing this? Why am I making this video? It is not to pick on bicyclists. I think bicyclists are, they try and live a healthier lifestyle. They try and save money by not having to pump in a ton of gas, pay for a car payment or insurances and so forth and so on. And they're taking care of the environment. And, I respect the whole idea of a bicycle. This is a bad road, by the way. So, yeah, it's bouncy. And I have respect for the bicycle as a I guess, form of transportation. I just don't think it's taken care of very well. I don't think the rules, the regulations, and the laws are really protecting them or anyone else that's on the road. But I want to hear your thoughts, guys. I want to hear what you guys have to say about this. And, I am curious. Am I the only one that thinks bicycles should be required to have insurance if they are on public roads? Let me know what you think. Thank you very much for watching. As always, there will be another video coming out. Till next time, goodbye and see ya!